It was dark and early, 4 a.m. and we're headed out driving 36 hours all the way to Dallas through Mexico.
On a doodle mission.
On a doodle mission. So
Oh my God.
we'd love to take the boys across the Pacific, but
We're taking them just across the border.
yeah, take them across the border. It's just too long, and then once you get to French Polynesia, they're pretty anti-dog, so it's hard to get them in. So
This is our last night.
I know they don't get to see the boat anymore for a while.
Off to the grandparents.
Yep.
The grandparents.
Well, they like that.
That's where we're going. Yep.
All right, let's go.
2 years ago, I was a corporate pilot, and then I had a stroke and lost my career. Rather than wallow in self-pity, I bought a boat and set off to sail around the world. Of course, I brought the puppy dogs along and somehow convinced a beautiful girl to join me. Along the way, we've had some great adventures and seen some amazing things. This journey would not be possible without viewers and patrons like you. So please check out sailingdoodles.com to find out how you can help. Unfortunately, we just didn't think it would be fair or comfortable for the dogs to cross the Pacific with us, and French Polynesia has a 6-month quarantine, so they wouldn't be able to go ashore there anyway. So we did the only thing we could. We drove them back to Texas. Baja, Mexico can be an absolutely beautiful place.
On the road, what? About 4 hours, a little 4.5 hours. Making good time. That's beautiful though. This is Puerto Escondido. You can't really see it, but way off in the distance around the corner there, that's where a lot of sailboats are anchored. But it's beautiful.
It's very pretty. Yeah, you can see there's a couple sailboats right through there.
Yeah. It'd been nice to have time to come all the way up here, but by the boat, but no time. The boys are enjoying their breakfast though.
Oh, no. Goose is enjoying it all. Hey, Maverick, eat your breakfast. Goose. That's not yours. Maverick.
It was an 18-hour drive up the peninsula to San Diego, where we rested for 6 hours, and then another 24-hour drive back to Dallas. Unfortunately, about halfway up the peninsula, the roads turned absolutely horrible and stayed that way for about 300 miles. It was just after 10 p.m. when we reached the border. It was 4 a.m. when we reached Dallas, and the dogs looked excited. While in Dallas, we decided to have a little meet and greet for our viewers and patrons. All right, something I think we're both excited about.
I'm more excited than you. We have a freezer.
What is it?
It's a freezer. This is going in the boat, right?
Yeah, I surprised her with it. It's like a 12 volt, like portable. It's not an Ingle because those are really expensive. This was $500 for a 65-quart portable freezer thing. It only uses 4.5 amps. So I figured while we're in the States, we're only here for 6 days, so why not get some things, and this is one of them.
This is sweet. We're gonna catch so many fish.
It's supposed to only pull 4.5 amps when it's actually turned on, right? So your compressor doesn't run all the time. It probably runs, I don't know, hopefully it's well insulated, not very much, you know, 10 minutes an hour maybe? I don't know, something like that. 4.5 amps, you know, that's really not a whole lot over that short of time. You need to plug it in with 120, or you can plug it into like a cigarette lighter in your car, or 12 volt, whatever you want to call it. I guess they don't call them cigarette lighters in cars, they're 12 volt. I don't know, whatever you want to call them. But that's how we're gonna run ours, is 12 volt, because there is like a 12 volt plug like this in the cockpit that will just run to it. So we were only here in Dallas for 6 days. We had to drive these guys home. I'm gonna miss them so much. I'm gonna shrink them and take them with us.
Animals. Good morning.
It was one of the saddest things I've ever had to do, and it still chokes me up a little bit just watching this. Well,
I didn't like that.
yeah, it sucked. Having to say goodbye.
Yeah, I didn't like that. They're too sweet.
I'll miss them and the dogs a lot. That'd be the longest I've ever been away from them.
Aww.
We took a different route back to La Paz. We drove across central Mexico and then the ferry over to La Paz. It ended up being about the same amount of travel time, but was a lot easier. I didn't know just how pretty some of the parts of central Mexico are. About 21 hours into the drive, about 2 hours left to go. Not bad. It's been a lot easier to drive. The road's been a lot better than on the way here. It's been like 4 lanes, like a divided highway most of the way.
Not one pothole.
Yeah, very few
Compared
potholes.
to 10 million thousand on the last.
But this road, I think the main road, oh, you can see the bridge down there. That's where the main road is down there. They have that closed, so we're on the detour, which is adding quite a bit of time, but it's a really scenic drive. Really pretty, but it's windy, like...
You have to slow down.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll drive off a cliff.
We arrived in Mazatlan plenty early to catch our ferry.
Here we are in our cabin. It's not bad. I mean, like, it's better than... I mean, it's bunk beds, so like, I guess we're not sleeping together tonight.
We have room for friends.
We have room for friends. I am excited that we have a window. I'm really excited about that, but our window looks like this. But the awesome part is we have our own like bath and shower.
Early the next morning, we arrived in La Paz.
So we made it to La Paz. Much easier, probably total travel time, not a whole lot different. It was a little bit shorter this way. Total travel time is about 42 hours or something like that. So much easier though. There's only like 23 hours of driving as opposed to 48 hours of driving. So it's a lot less stressful, and we slept, you know, 8-9 hours last night. It was pretty nice, so it's the way to go. Well, it's definitely still easier, but make this difficult getting off the boat. We've already had to pay another fee to get off the boat on the car, and then we just had another inspection. Now there's another inspection. It's been another 30 minutes so far, at least. And then I don't know how long this line's gonna take. This is really sad.
This is the saddest welcome home I've ever had.
Normally when we come home, we have two happy puppy dogs, and they're panting, and I see their faces right now. They're like, hey! And we got nothing.
They pop up, they go, whoa, you're back.
And they're happy. Now I'm sad.
And they run right over here, and you see their two big tails.
It's not gonna be the same. It sucks.
You'll be alright.
No, it sucks. My dogs.
I told ya, I can get a perm.
So it was a hard decision, but we decided to leave the dogs at home for this crossing.
I think it was kind of an easy decision.
Well, it was an easy decision. It was what's best for the dogs. It's hard for us. We miss the dogs a lot.
I didn't realize how hard it was going to be until it happened.
Yeah, I know. So the thing is, it could be 3 weeks going across the Pacific, and it's hard on them. They're big dogs. They need more space to move around and to go to the bathroom and do all those things. So it's so hard, and it wasn't just that. If it was just that, maybe we still would have done it. But once you get to French Polynesia, they have like a 30-day quarantine, so they wouldn't have been able to leave the boat. Several other places in the Pacific don't allow dogs the same way. So we're going to try to figure out how to get them down the line. We've thought of several different ways of doing it, but it's going to be difficult.
I was like, oh, we'll just book all these long legs and layovers, but then you had to pay a ridiculous amount of money for each flight per person and dogs, so that doesn't work.
So if anybody has a cost-effective way, leave us some comments and what you think about us leaving the dogs behind, and leave us a comment about maybe how to get the dogs back.
Because we miss them. It's been...
It's pretty sad. I'm editing video and I see them in there and I'm like, no.
Yeah. The boat's not the same without them.
We'll have them back as soon as we can. Well, thanks for watching this episode, guys. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you haven't already liked it, please like and subscribe to the channel. It always helps out. And please consider becoming a patron. That's kind of how we fund this whole journey. And we hope you enjoy the videos, and we're working hard to make the best quality video we can for you guys.
We are currently sailing across the Pacific. You can get access to our live tracker by becoming a patron at sailingdoodles.com and check out the support tab.